a fall with no hockey, which brings Dan Murphy early in the morning to our BT studios. Thanks for being here, Murph.
Thanks for having me. They want me to lean back on the couch.
Chill out.
I like the relaxed look, by the way. This
Pretty
is
soon
good.
the feet are going to be up there and I'll have a nap.
Put them up. Double dog
Feel at home, please do.
What's the most oft-asked question you get about the lockout?
Are we going to have hockey this year?
And
of course I don't know, but I say yes. And the date I always give is somewhere between mid-November and the 1st of December. I think that's probably when we'll see it. Now, there's no pressure on either side really until players miss a couple of paychecks. Owners that have full rinks miss a few home games. So there's no real pressure on either side yet, but I do think that, you know, both sides know a number they can get to. It's a matter of getting to that and starting to play. I don't think they're going to miss a season like we did back in 04-05.
Who loses the most from this? Because Jody and I, we talked about this on the show that, yeah, it's a business decision when it comes to players and when it comes to, you know, the owners. But then you have local businesses impact. You have fans impacted. And the whole culture of hockey as a sport. And, you know, it's ingrained in Canada. Fans will come back. But who loses the most when we go through this?
Well, not Shea Weber, because you get about $12 million in bonus money, so he doesn't have to play this year.
He's okay. Good thing for Shea.
Well, I mean, just on a personal level, you talk to employees of the Canucks. They're now on 20% pay cut and 4-day work week. People that work in arena, that's part-time jobs at night. You know, restaurants around the arena that rely on those game nights for a lot of their business. So, yeah, I mean, the owners and players probably are affected the least because they've got some money in the bank, where other people are depending on jobs to, you know, get through. So,
and when we're looking at the standoff here, I mean, this happens all the time, and we talk about labor disputes in our city. Just ICBC or whatever happens, you know, your local liquor store is closed today because the employees don't have a collective bargaining agreement. And now we're looking at these two sides, and it's so interesting because it's really easy to blame Gary Bettman. But when you actually break it down a little bit, it's everybody's. Like, they know the number.
Well, Gary works for the owners.
Right.
So Gary's the voice of the owners. So you can blame Gary, but they're paying him $8 million a year. I think they like the job he's doing.
Kind of, yeah.
So I think that the funny thing is that no player wants a lockout right now. And probably 10 of the 30 owners don't want a lockout right now. But both sides don't want to concede. Players don't want the rollback. And the 20 of the 30 owners that aren't making good money want a better economic system. So I'm in the camp where I'm not going to take sides. I think they've got to figure it out. Everybody's to blame.
And it's business, right? They have to have the standoff to get there.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's got to start, money's got to start coming out of their pockets.
Every 2 weeks I usually got $100 grand.
Right.
Now I don't have anything. So, yeah, I don't blame Gary.
No.
Obviously, he's the figurehead. He speaks to the owners, so he's the easy one to blame. And the owners got what they wanted back in 04. Now they want to get more now, but they are the owners.
Are you surprised at some of the signings? I think it was the media in Russia talking about the players that are already signing to other leagues, preparing for what could be a long lockout.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain rules in certain leagues, but that probably tells you right there. If guys like Malkin, you know, went back to play in Russia, they want to be ready for if and when a season starts. So they're going to go play hockey. That's what they want to do. I don't think you'll see all big-name players go play somewhere, but I mean, they're preparing for a long work stoppage, perhaps, and that might be the message the PA wants to get back to the owners. Listen, we're going to play.
It's funny because the spin can be either way. I was reading something, I think it was in the New York Times, about how the optics of the players scattering so quickly is bad.
Yeah.
Which
is true.
It
I mean,
is,
they're
right?
going and they're displacing other guys out of jobs. And they'll say it's competition, and they'll say they want to stay on top of their games, but that's always the fine line that they have to walk when there's a work stoppage, is that perception they're going and taking jobs from other people.
And where's the solidarity? Where's the picket line, per se? Like, why you can work out here?
Well, that's where I would love to be, not only listening to all the owners, like Francesco Aquilini, he wants to play right now.
Right.
But the vote was 30-0 in favor of lockout. Or I'd love to be in, you know, with Donald Fear, and I'm sure all the players say, you know, I don't want to lose another year. What's a 24% rollback if I lose $5 million in salary? Right. So I would love to hear when the cracks in solidarity happen on both sides.
And what do you think this does for, say, hockey culture for us here in Vancouver? It was a tough season last year, obviously with the hangover of the Stanley Cup Finals the year prior to. What do you think this does for all the fans out there?
Well, I mean, they'll be ticked off, but they'll go back. This is Vancouver. I mean, this is people want to watch hockey. They'll be angry and they'll say they're angry, but the building will still be full. The TV numbers will still probably be pretty good, but it's the markets like LA that just got a big boom by winning the cup, and you get all these new fans, and all of a sudden, no wait, there's no hockey? Well, I'll go find something else to do in Los Angeles. There's lots to do, lots to watch. So there are markets that are going to sting from this.
It's like the Montreal Expos back when the baseball strike happened.
Don't
and they
even
were like,
remind me.
Right, sorry. Okay, and that ends this, Michelle. We're going to go to baseball here. What's happening in the Rush? It's been an ugly morning.